Good evening. Yeah, 7:05. It's evening. Good evening. Good evening. Let me make sure. Hold on. MacBook microphone. Okay. All right. Testing. Okay. Making sure the mic is on. So I just wanted to come on for like 30 minutes, 45 minutes to start building an email list for upcoming workshops. The workshops will, uh, some of them will be on writing, like in terms of if you have a book in your spirit, whether it's a creative one or um testimony book, things like that, that will be a section of workshops. Also, other workshops will be um, for marketing, more so dealing with Canva, learning how to use Canva. I do have the premium version, so when I do start those workshops, I will be sure to give a disclaimer that the things that you see is, of course, from the uh, the premium side of Canva. Tonight, for this quick little like intro section, um, I I'll show you a little bit of both, like um what these workshops would entail. And I'm going to start with Canva. And I need to edit this really quick. For anyone who wants to be a part of the email list to hear about upcoming events, upcoming workshops, email Eden Moment Ministry at gmail.com. And I will have that as a ticker at the very bottom. Um, Let me update that. Eden Moment Ministry at gmail.com. So basically, once I create that flyer, oh, wait, okay. Okay, there we go. Um, yeah. So that's the email address if you want to become a part of that email list. Dates, times, prices, um, or like if I'm doing giveaways, I always, anytime I bring up the workshops, I always like to give people the opportunity to win a free spot to the workshops or even free writing coaching um, sessions, which now could include like learning how to use, at least at the very basic level, Canva. Let's see. Okay. So let me see if I could share my screen. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Share. Ah, yes. I love how they okay, cool. So, um, you are looking at my screen for wait, how do I make that bigger? I really all see the screen than me. You don't need to see me. Okay, cool, cool, cool. All right. So, like I said, I want to build the email list for these upcoming workshops. Tonight, I wanted to give a quick little introduction as far as, like I said, what you would get in the workshop. So let me jump right into Canva. Canva, I would say for a few years now, has been one of the um, number one sites for creating flyers and doing things of that nature. The number one place to get started, of course, if you go to the home page, I'm in my upload, so we're just gonna do home. And most times I start off with a template. So it is all determined by what exactly you want to um, create. Now, just the other day, what I did was I took my novel and I took my manuscript that's already, published, all that, and I put it into Chat GTP and I said, create a Bible study for me. I already wrote the book. I've done the hard part. Chat GTP spat it out and it was just literally just words. What I did was I found a template. Why is it not coming up? Maybe it's delayed. Uh-oh. No, it's not coming up on the screen. Let's see. Oh, okay. I have to change the share. Okay. Y'all bear with me. Let me switch the screen. I thought it was supposed, okay, replace with, boom. Okay, here we go. All right. So what I did was I took exactly what Chat GTP gave me. I went into Canva and I typed in like a list or workbook. So it will spit out, well, that's that template. Hold on. Templates. So if it's the home button, it will show you the things that you, and it's still not working. Hold on, y'all. I'm not used to it not. Hold on. I'm going to stop sharing. I want it to automatically share to every single screen. Oh, here we go. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Got it. Got it. All right. So when you go to the home page, you can either search for something you've already done or you can search for a template. So because I type workbook, every single workbook that is available for you to play around with, copy, paste, change it up, change colors and all that, it will come up in this list here. So that's what I did for what you'll see on this other screen here. Boom, there we go. So if I scroll down, basically the words came from Chat GTP. The content came from my book. Does that make sense? So I just took the actual black and white words and I found a template that worked for me and I just plugged it in. And now anytime that someone orders that book, they will get a free digital Bible study download for my novel Naive Deception, right? The other reason why I really wanted to start going into bringing back the writing workshops, the marketing workshops, is because I really, really feel this push, especially with sisters, like just sharing the knowledge, sharing what I know, sharing advice, sharing strategies that can help all of us to get to the next level in terms of entrepreneurship, creativity, and all of that. And plus, I love being a nerd and being able to nerd out and share what I know. So, um, so let me show you how you can actually play around with this, right? Now, again, I typed in workbook. So whether it's a workbook or a recipe, let's try that recipe card. Right, let's say you're into recipes, you're into creating fun new ways of snacks for kids or meal prep or something like that, but you want to creatively share what you have what you've come up with. So I typed recipe card. I'm on the templates tab, if as you can see here, not on the home tab, because if I hit home, nothing will come up unless I actually use the recipe card to try something else. But templates is what we're looking for right now. And again, as I said, I have a premium version. So of course, if I clicked here, I can get all of those attributes that come with that template. But there are so many free ones. There's like, sky's the limit. But you will see the difference there. The one with the crown, you'll see that that is the actual uh premium, but I'll choose a free one. Okay. So let's say it's this one here. You click on it customize this template. And once it opens up, all you're doing is double click and you type whatever it is that you're trying to put on your recipe card. You can change the font, you can change the color, you can change the pictures. You literally have the template that will say, "Hey, go ahead and work your skills on me." And then once you're done, you can download, you can share, you can even turn this page into a online website or online page. So, say for example, you know you're not going to print it out. Let's say also that you know you don't want to email it to anyone, but you want it to live for free online somewhere. Okay. Once you're done editing and doing all of the fancy things, when you hit share, you can actually make this a public view link where it basically turns it into, and there's other options there, but you can turn this into an actual website where all of your recipes, so for example, this is one page, but if I click add page, or if I had duplicate, so this will be a brand new recipe. And once you click share and create that public link, every single person that has that link will be able to come back and they will see your recipes. Okay. If and I can't remember if it's on the free version. I've had premium for so long, so forgive me. But every single person that comes over here will be able to they will count as a visitor, and you will know how many people actually looked at your recipe card or your recipe book or whatever you want to name it. So just really quick, I just want to give you a few examples of things that you could do. Let's say, of course, we're not cooking whatever this is. This is a breakfast recipe. So we're not doing that, but we want to change that picture. The number one thing that you need to do to change the different elements or parts of the template, you will click on it. And then once you see the little crosshairs or the bubbles come up, you know that it can now be changed. One thing you could do, background remover. If I click there, and again, this is, oh, okay, well, it can't remove it on that one. So I'll find a different picture and I'll show you. But we're ready to change that. Over on the left, if you click elements, let's say you want to have a chicken recipe. And of course, if it's your own photo, you can you can actually do that. But just for the sake of this example, I'm just giving you highlights of the things you could do. So this is graphics, like in terms of like cartoon pictures, photos, videos. Let's try a video. Oh, that's mean. I don't want to use that one. That's not. All right, let's try that one. All you're doing is dragging, and once you see that it's taken hold, drop. Once you actually drop that in there, every time someone comes to that page, the video will automatically play. Now, I don't know about you, but seeing that chicken definitely makes me want to try this recipe, right? Or again, if now I won't click uploads because I have a lot of different things in there in terms of like work related things and then personal projects. So, but if you took your own picture of your own pan of chicken and you uploaded it, you would upload it here and drag your picture. Same thing, okay? If I wanted to change the wording, I would say chicken recipe. And you're like, you know what? That is not popping enough off of the page. If you click here, I'll go ahead and if you click here, notice I'm gonna go away from it so you can see. Click the words, and then notice this menu pops up. Effects is one of my favorite things that you can do in Canva, where you can change the effects of the words. So notice, can you see how the words just pop? They're different. See that there? All right. So I want to go with glitch. You could barely see it on the screen. Let me do a different one. Neon. All right, whatever. You could change the intensity of that neon. You can change it into a curved. We don't like that, especially for a recipe card. And then that's it. If you want to change the color, you're double clicking here, change your colors. But of course, because this is neon, you can't really see. Well, okay. But you can see you could change that, okay? Change the wording, changing the different elements here. So that's pretty self-explanatory. The other thing that's really cool, especially if you're making this into a website, you can select certain elements of the page, and up here next to effects where we just were, you can click on animate. And let's say when the page comes up, this is what you want it on enter, and then even on exit. I mean, if you want it in exit, the different things that you can change it to do as the page comes up. This is free, you guys. This is free. um and let's see what else, just as a little sample, because I didn't want to be on here long. And again, for anyone that's coming in, this is just a little quick sample of workshops that are coming, workshops on Canva, workshops on writing. There will be free workshops, much like tonight, where I'm just giving a little sample. But then I am in preparation of offering workshops that you will register for, and we can have either one-on-one. If you have groups or things like that, you could always register for that. But yeah, we have those coming up. um let's see, if I go back, let's see, there's not much over on this side, but if you wanted to change like your background color, that is so ugly. We don't want to do that. No offense to anyone who would, but it's just not. But you could change the background. You can change it into a picture as well. But yeah, once we get into the workshops, um, I'll be able to share more with that. But the last thing, if you click share, and then I'll jump right into the writing workshop example, just a little snippet. So if you hit download, of course, this will download directly to your device. So because we have animation where the chicken actually is a video, it is giving me that option to do an MP4 video. But if I simply just want a PDF, you can change the different aspects there. And once you hit download, it downloads directly to your device. If you have the Canva app, it does the exact same thing. If you are creating on an iPad, a tablet, or on your phone. All right. So yeah, if you all have any questions when you watch the replay, please put your questions in the comment section, because I could just make a response video, and your question may actually help someone else when I answer it. Um, Also, other things that you might want to see in Canva, let me know. Put it in the comment section. All right. Now, the next thing that I wanted to go into was the writing workshops that are coming up. All right. So, in terms of the writing workshops, that is going to be. Let me hold on. Let me stop sharing for a second. Okay. So, with the writing workshops, it's like one or two things. I haven't decided how I exactly want to formulate that, because the last time that I ran the workshops, I just did a manuscript formatting workshop. That basically was me going through KDP, because that's what I've used um, to upload my different manuscripts. So, the Get Free Journal, Oh, wait, I'm not sharing anymore. Hold on. Share screen, entire screen. We're going to share this one. Boom. All right, so this is my back office to KDP. So this is where I will upload my different manuscripts, my book cover, things like that. So the Get Free Journal, the Naive Deception novel, the auto poetryography book, yeah. And then I keep forgetting about this, the Eden Moment Bible Journal notebook. Um, in Love's Playbook. That was like one of my freshman novels, a little different there. But yeah, so this is where you will get started. But the main thing that we would do during our writing workshops would be under, I was just on here today. Or no. Help. It's under the help. So if you created a free account, once you go to the help tab over on the left under book formatting, format your paper book, format ebook. I'm gonna click format paperback. These would be the different elements that we would go over on any given workshop, depending on questions you all submit prior to the workshop, or once we get into formatting, we will cover what Amazon KDP has to offer. But for the most part, I like to go into the what is your book about, right? But just in case anyone that's not interested in the workshops, this is free. If you're comfortable working through it yourself, if you're comfortable downloading the different templates and working from that, please, by all means, do that. Do what makes you comfortable. Let's see. Here it is. The manuscript. This is, yeah. When I wrote my first book, I did not have this. I had to do it by hand. I figured it out, but later I was like, okay, well, now that I can teach people what I've done and share my experience, we now have blank templates, or you can choose from sample content. So once you download it, you choose the size of your book, right? Yeah, you choose the size of your book. It's already formatted for you, and you just type over the sample text, and that's all you're doing. That is literally all you have to do. When you are done typing in the template, it has the cover page for you, the title page where your ISBN number will go. It has your dedication page. All of that's up there. When you download it into a PDF or a Word document, you will come back to the page I just showed you. Screen share. You'll come back to your back office. Go back since I'm logged in. Oh, bookshelf. And then you will say create. And literally it's plug and play. Plug and play. And you just fill out your information. And once you get to the end of the page, you let KDP know how much you want to sell your book for, and it'll tell you how much your royalties are, depending on the amount that you want to sell it for. And you can order author copies. The author copies will come and it'll show you exactly what your audience, your readers will receive, and it'll have like an author print, not for sale up there. But yeah, that's it. And the very last page, all you're doing is taking that free template and uploading it to KDP, and within like a day or so, you're selling books on Amazon. That's it. Now you can come to the workshops where you will have that one-on-one writing coach feel. My email is streaming at the very bottom of the screen, Eden Moment Ministry at gmail.com. If you would like to sign up for a one-on-one workshop, or if you want to join the mailing list where I can get that information sent out to you once those workshops are scheduled and set up. But yeah, or just you could do it yourself. Like literally, it's free from the start to finish. You are able to write a book, publish it, and start selling with no money out of your pocket. I edited myself. I edited, proofed my all of my manuscripts myself. I created my own covers. I uploaded it myself, formatted it myself, and I've made money that I didn't have to put in. Like, does that make sense? Because sometimes, depending on what you choose for publishing, you have to give upfront cost. Now, of course, um, I did opt in for the little freebies and things for those of you who have ordered books from me, like that I have in stock. You know, the cutesy little pink bags, the markers, the different things. I don't have any here, but yeah, the little markers, things like that. Now that is out of pocket because I love the little trinkety things that can make a writing, journaling, or reading experience that much more fun. But yeah, that's what's coming. That's what's coming. The marketing workshops, the writing workshops, and not all of them will be registration fees or anything like that. Um, some of them will be free, especially when we get together with sisters in business, and not just sisters. I mean, everybody is included, but our teams will start going live where we will share about different ways that you can market yourself. Whether you're on our team, whether you're selling what we're selling, whether you're operating in the field or service that we're operating in, it doesn't matter. What I feel is coming is all of us able to start using computers need to be plugged up, but where we can all start using the gifts that God has given us, right? So yeah, and I definitely want to make it accessible. As a librarian, like I most definitely want to have or free information for those. Hold on, let me. Okay. Sorry about that. So, I definitely want to make sure that information is accessible. Um, as they say, I don't want to gatekeep or whatever. But yeah, yeah. So y'all let me know. I'm gonna go ahead and end here because I did not want this to be long, but hopefully, what I've shared tonight is a great little trailer preview of what's to come. We will those closed fee workshops will be on Zoom where you will register, and then once you register, like I would send you whatever printables that come with your registration. Um, and they range anywhere from the workshops that I've done in the past, range anywhere from like $15 to $20 for an hour and a half of content, an hour and a half of me showing you on screen. And there will be an in-person component eventually. But you'll have all that right there. So again, depending on where this post, it should be able to show up. But you will see scrolling at the very bottom of the screen my email address, idiamomentministry@gmail.com. If you have questions, if you have prayer requests, if you just want to know about the upcoming workshops, or you just like, hey, keep me in the number. Let me know what's going on with you and when events are coming. All that good stuff. Use that email, contact me. And also, when you all watch the playback, for those of you who are watching the playback, if you have questions about KDP, quick little things that I can answer in the chat or create a quick like 2-minute response video to, put those questions in the chat. I guarantee the questions that you have, others may have the same questions, and it will be a blessing to not only get the answer to your question, but for others to receive that same answer, right? So, yeah. I pray that this was a blessing. I pray that you are excited for what's to come. And let me know if y'all have questions. Look, y'all know I'm a nerd. Technology, writing, all that good stuff. What do you want to see? I know I showed just briefly, different things. Um, oh, I forgot. Rewind a little bit. The writing workshops that I started and I didn't finish. My apologies. So with the writing workshops, depending on if you're writing a novel or if you're writing like a devotional or something that's fiction, nonfiction, the workshops will flow differently, because if it's a faith-based book that you're trying to write, I definitely, within those workshops, you will receive printables that will help you flow through your ideas, brainstorming. If you're going in the fiction route, you will receive printables to help you with character mapping, trying to make sure that your story is believable, unless it's like sci-fi or something. But character development, making sure the ideas flow, because writing nonfiction from fiction is different. It's different. So I will more than likely split those up so that it can be aligned, whether you're writing nonfiction or fiction, because the conversations are different. They're very different, especially those who have a word within them, those who have some type of faith based story that they want to tell about their lives and things like that. That that type of workshop will flow more in spirit, if that makes sense, because it's a lot to bear all in a book. So those conversations will feel a little different versus, okay, is this character too perfect if you're writing nonfiction? Does that make sense? I pray it makes sense. I guarantee in the workshop it will make sense. So email me, let me know if you want to join the mailing list. And I pray that this was a blessing. And y'all have a good one.